How's it going, everybody? JK Fantasy Football back with another video today. We're going to be doing another 14-team PPR mock draft today. This one did pretty well on my channel, so I figured you guys might want to see some more. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Let's randomize the teams. I'm 5th. Okay. We'll be going from the 5th spot here on a 14 team. So let's see how it goes. So it goes Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Derrick Henry. So my guy fell to me, Justin Jefferson. Let's go. We're going to run it up here. In a spot like this, right, you can go a few ways, right? Normally, I would not take Derrick Henry in the first 5. I probably have Derrick Henry at slot 9, if I had to guess. That's just me. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but I would take CMC, then Taylor, and then I would go Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp. So in a spot like this, I would definitely take my next highest ranked guy, being Justin Jefferson. So let's see who comes back on the turnaround here. So it goes Austin Eckler, Dalvin Cook, Najee Harris, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, DeAndre Swift, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, crazy early, Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel, Mark Andrews, Aaron Jones. So we're in a little bit of a tricky situation. We could go 2 ways here, in my opinion, right? I think another guy that is still in this tier of running backs would be Leonard Fournette. I think that's probably the way I'm going to go. I could also go Mike Evans, right? So if I go Mike Evans here, then I'm probably going to land a running back like Ezekiel Elliott or James Conner. Do I like Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, Zeke? Or do I like Justin Jefferson, Leonard Fournette, Michael Pittman, for example, right? I think I like the second one a lot better here. I'm perfectly okay with having Leonard Fournette as my RB1. Let's just go ahead and try that out. Let's see what happens. So it goes A.J. Brown, Javonte Williams, Ezekiel Elliott, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts, Justin Herbert, James Conner, Keenan Allen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take Michael Pittman here. I like Michael Pittman more than T. Higgins. I have him 1 spot ahead of T. Higgins right now. I definitely would not take a QB here. I would not take a tight end here now that Pitts is gone. RB-wise, you're looking at maybe a David Montgomery or a Travis Etienne. I'm okay with just waiting and playing hero RB with Leonard Fournette. So I like this build so far. Let's go ahead and take Michael Pittman, and we'll see what happens on the turnaround here. So remember, this is a 14-team league, so it definitely gets a little deep towards the end. But it goes T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Patrick Mahomes, Cam Akers, David Montgomery, George Kittle, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Deontay Johnson, Breece Hall, Darren Waller, Travis Etienne, Antonio Gibson, Courtland Sutton, DJ Moore, Josh Jacobs, J.K. Dobbins, Joe Burrow. So would I want an elite level quarterback like a Lamar Jackson right now? I would say no. Personally, I love taking Trey Lance in these late rounds. He's got the same rushing upside, right? Obviously, he's not got the same rushing upside, but he's got some rushing upside, which is good, and you like that in the later rounds. Tight end-wise, definitely don't want to reach on a tight end here. This is definitely a reachable spot here. RBs, if I were to take one, it would be A.J. Dillon, but I'm not taking A.J. Dillon in the 4th round. That's just way too early for me. There's so much more better value at the wide receiver position, right? So you got Jerry Jeudy, Mike Williams. My guy this year would probably be Allen Robinson. I draft him in like every single draft I can. I'm just trying to think, because if Allen Robinson would make it back to me on the way back, that would be a steal, and I could grab someone else right now. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to do that. I don't think I want to take the risk, right? You have to kind of weigh your risks and rewards. In a deeper league, you want to kind of reach a little bit on players you feel very confident in. Allen Robinson is someone I feel very confident in, so I think I'm okay reaching for him here, and then on the way back, we'll see what happens, right? So let's go Allen Robinson. It goes Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Mitchell, Amari Cooper, Lamar Jackson, Mike Williams, TJ Hawkinson, Kyler Murray, Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? So if I were to go wide receiver here, I would 100% take Michael Thomas, right? My team would be stacked up, right? We'd have both of our wide receivers, both of our flex. But like I said before, I didn't want to take A.J. Dillon in the 4th round, and normally A.J. Dillon is kind of like a 6th round, 7th round pick in your 10-team leagues, in your 12-team leagues. In a 14-team league, A.J. Dillon is not making it that far. So I think right here is actually a pretty solid spot to take A.J. Dillon, right? He gives you that safe RB2 upside, and I'm not mad about that at all. Wide receiver-wise, if I wait a little bit longer, my last flex spot can get filled with someone like a Brandon Ayuk, right? Or someone like a Adam Thielen and Elijah Moore, right? So let's go ahead and take A.J. Dillon here. Jalen Hurts is still available, right? I love Jalen Hurts. He looked great in preseason. He's an excellent QB going into the season here, but I think, like I said before, I'm okay with waiting for Trey Lance. And I'm getting a solid RB2 in this spot, so I really can't get too mad about it. So let's go ahead and take A.J. Dillon. So it goes Marquise Brown, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Dalton Schultz, Michael Thomas, Miles Sanders, Brandon Cooks, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jalen Hurts, Adam Thielen, Darnell Mooney, Chris Godwin, DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad Bateman, Kareem Hunt, Tony Pollard, Damian Harris, Treylon Burks, Devontae Smith, right? So we're now in a spot where we can go ahead and take a wide receiver that we like here. We can take a tight end, Dallas Goedert if we wanted. We could take a Russell Wilson. I think if I wait, I think I can get Trey Lance in this 8th round here. I should be able to. If not the end of the world, right? But let's take a look here. I love Chase Edmonds in the late rounds. I know you guys know that. So I can probably wait one more round, and I'll take Chase Edmonds with that 7th pick. Wide receiver-wise, let's go ahead and take that flex spot, right? So as much as I love Brandon Ayuk, and I think that's a great stack, getting Brandon Ayuk and Trey Lance, because that's who I'm going for, right? I think Gabe Davis is exceptional value when you're talking about Gabe Davis versus Brandon Ayuk. I think I'm going Gabe Davis every day of the week, unfortunately. So let's definitely go ahead here and take Gabe Davis, and we're not going to be able to get that Brandon Ayuk stack, but it's not the end of the world, right, guys? So yeah, there you go. So it goes Ken Walker, Dallas Goedert, Elijah Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Hunter Renfrow, Drake London, Devin Singletary, Cordarrelle Patterson. So we're at the spot where, like I said before, I will go ahead and take Chase Edmonds here, right? If you're going your RB, kind of like what I did, right? You get Leonard Fournette, you get A.J. Dillon as your RB2, right? Taking someone like a Chase Edmonds, who is the RB1 in Miami right now, has the upside to be in that roster spot for me. I'm not mad about that, right? Say, for example, A.J. Dillon doesn't perform as well as he should, which, like I said before, I think A.J. Dillon will perform fantastically. But if he doesn't, we still have an RB1 on my bench. I just think that's exceptional value here. So we're going to go ahead and take Chase Edmonds. So it goes Zach Ertz, Russell Wilson, Chris Olave, Dak Prescott, Tyler Lockett, Alan Lazard, Tom Brady, Rashad Penny, Matthew Stafford, James Cook, Dawson Knox, Kadarius Toney, Aaron Rodgers, Melvin Gordon. Trey Lance goes. Oh, no. Garrett Wilson, Pat Freiermuth, Mike Gesicki. So, unfortunately, Trey Lance went to a team that already had Dak Prescott, right? So, that's definitely not love. You don't love to see that, right? So, QB that I would probably go for now is Kirk Cousins, right? I think when you're playing against sleeper AI, it's definitely risky to not take a QB here, but I know there is someone still on the board that I love, and I think the value of him is stronger than getting a strong QB, in my opinion. Like, instead of taking Kirk Cousins here, I'm fine with if I don't get Kirk Cousins, I would just wait like 3 or 4 rounds and take Matt Ryan with Michael Pittman, right? I think that's a great stack that I can end up getting. RB-wise, this is who I'm talking about. Ramondre Stevenson is still on the board. Ramondre Stevenson is my guy this year. I've got his jersey right behind me. Same with A.J. Dillon, but I am a Pats fan, but Ramondre Stevenson will be taking over for Damian Harris. There's just no way he doesn't. He is just a monster, man. Robert Woods is excellent value here. Like I said before, if I don't end up getting Kirk Cousins here, we'll probably go with a wide receiver position, and then we can grab a Matt Ryan in like that last round area. Still need a tight end. Cole Kmet is still on the board. As much as I love Cole Kmet, like I said, I'm fine taking like a Gerald Everett, Hayden Hurst, Austin Hooper as my tight end 1, right? It's a little sketchy, but if you have so much strength in the other positions, it's really not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and take Ramondre. If I don't get Kirk Cousins, I'll go ahead and take a wide receiver. So it goes Robert Woods, Christian Kirk, Chase Claypool, Michael Carter, Cole Kmet. There goes Cole Kmet, unfortunately. James Robinson, Russell Gage, Derek Carr. So, yeah. We did end up getting Kirk Cousins, and let's 100% go with Kirk Cousins here. If I didn't take Kirk Cousins, the wide receiver I would go with is Sky Moore. Sky Moore is definitely a big draft that you guys should have towards the end of your drafts, right? I would have loved taking Sky Moore here, but we're definitely going to go with Kirk Cousins here. Get that stacked with Justin Jefferson. Let's just grab that real quick. So it goes Tyler Boyd, Sky Moore, Isaiah Spiller, Alexander Madison, Albert O, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Hunter Henry, Jarvis Landry, Nyheim Hines, Christian Watson, Damian Pierce, Ronald Jones, Darrell Henderson, Tua Tagovailoa, Michael Gallup, Irv Smith, George Pickens, Tyler Algier. So we've got Leonard Fournette, A.J. Dillon, Chase Evans, Ramondre Stevenson, 4 RBs that I love. If I wanted to take another RB, Rachaad White still being on the board is kind of crazy. We definitely would want to go Rachaad White here if I wanted to do that. Tight end wise, I didn't get Cole Kmet is the drop off for me, right? If I don't get Cole Kmet, then I'm waiting till the very last pick, right? I don't care. I would take any of these tight ends really in this range. I'm really not upset about it at all. So if I don't end up getting someone like a Cole Kmet or above, I'm probably just going to wait till the very last round. It's just, it's kind of like a safety blanket for me, right? So we don't need a QB anymore. RB-wise, Rachaad White is definitely an option. Wide receiver-wise, I like Rondale Moore. I like Julio Jones now that he's in that Tampa Bay offense. I think Russell Gage got hurt. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he hurt his leg. So, but yeah, Julio Jones has been looking pretty solid too in training camp so far. So, I would definitely go him. Jalen Tolbert's my guy. I can definitely land him on the way back. So let's go Rachaad White. He's just exceptional value, and he's the last one of this tier that's still on the board. We've got Leonard Fournette, which makes it even better of a pick, right? You're handcuffing your number one guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Rachaad White. I like this draft so far. It goes Rondale Moore, Tyler Higbee, Justin Fields, Deshaun Watson, Jahan Dotson, Julio Jones, Jameson Williams, Marlon Mack. So we're definitely going to go with a wide receiver here, tight end, like I said. We can wait on that. Yeah, the wide receiver that I love here is Jalen Tolbert. I'm not even going to say anything because I say him in every single video. But, yeah, we're definitely going to go with Jalen Tolbert here. Someone we're hoping to make back to us, which I don't think will, is Romeo Doubs. How you pronounce his last name, Dobbs, whatever the heck it is. But, yeah, he's been looking really solid, really solid. So it goes Kenny Golladay, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Parker, Noah Fant, DJ Chark, David Njoku, Kenneth Gainwell, Mark Ingram, J.D. McKissick, Trevor Lawrence, Jameis Winston, Khalil Herbert, McCole Hardman, Raheem Mostert. There goes Romeo Doubs or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Matt Ryan, Darrell Williams, Brian Robinson, who is also a sneaky pick. Antonio Gibson's been looking terrible. So, yeah, that's a good pick right there. As much as I like waiting to the last round for the tight end, like I said, Gerald Everett, I do love Gerald Everett, so I'm probably going to go ahead and take him here. I can wait, I can grab another one of these wide receivers in the next round, which I'm very happy with. So, I don't think we need another RB. I'm very secure in our RBs. I like our wide receivers. I like everything we got here. So let's just go ahead and grab Gerald Everett here, and then we'll grab a last wide receiver flyer pick in the last round here. So it goes Mac Jones, Tyrion Davis-Price, Hayden Hurst, Jamal Williams, Gus Edwards, Sammy Watkins, Alec Pierce, Austin Hooper. So we've definitely got a few options in the wide receiver position, right? You got KJ Osborne. I think I saw a report of him looking really solid. I saw it on like a news article or whatever, but he's been looking pretty solid. I would definitely potentially consider Nico Collins, Joshua Palmer, Wan'Dale Robinson even. But the main guy I'm going to go is I'm going to scroll down a little bit, Isaiah McKenzie, right? He's been filling in, kind of looking like that slot guy, right? It's still between him and Jamison Crowder. I'm a big believer on the Isaiah McKenzie train, so we'll just have to see who is that slot guy towards the end of the season. So let's go ahead and take Isaiah McKenzie. I think he's a great value at the end of the round, the last flyer pick. So it goes Odell Beckham, KJ Osborne, Paris Campbell, Chuba Hubbard, Robert Tonyan, Zach Wilson, Nico Collins, Zamir White, and Wan'Dale Robinson. So, like I said, this is a 14-team league. I've only had one other video of this, and this is my second time ever doing a 14-team PPR league mock draft. So let's kind of see how our team came out to be. So it goes, we got Kirk Cousins at QB, right? Not the strongest QB, but he's a safe QB, right? He's going to get you points every week, and that's all you really need from a QB and a tight end. I don't understand. I get the positional value, but I think there's much better value in an RB or a wide receiver spot, right? You have to take into a factor, right? Trading is a thing, okay, guys? If you take really strong receivers and really strong running backs, you can trade one of those off and get a great running back with a really solid tight end later on, or a really solid QB with another running back, right? people value wide receivers and running backs way more because you know who's going to want those? The people that took QBs and tight ends in the beginning, right? So over here, for example, Travis Kelce, right? His wide receiver 1 is Deontay Johnson. You don't think he's going to want, a Michael Pittman, right? I'd even consider trading him Justin Jefferson if that meant I got someone like Kelce and Swift or something like that, just because he was so focused on getting that tight end that he lost out on getting the wide receivers, right? So taking value in the wide receiver and running back position, in my opinion, is way better than taking QBs and tight ends early. If they fall to you in the right spots, be my guest. Take them all you want. I think it's a great value if they fall to you in specific spots, but I don't think you should reach for them, okay? So, yeah, we got Kirk Cousins, we got Leonard Fournette and A.J. Dillon, right? 2 guys I'm pretty high on this year. We got Justin Jefferson, Michael Pittman, Allen Robinson, and Gabe Davis as our 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. Very happy with that in a 14-team league, 100%. Goes Gerald Everett as our tight end, right? We got Chase Edmonds, Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad White as our RBs on the bench. And we got Jalen Tolbert and Isaiah McKenzie as our wide receivers on the bench. I could not be happier with this team for a 14 team. I really couldn't. I really couldn't. You guys definitely let me know in the comments if you like the team. And please let me know if other suggestions for videos you guys want to see in the future. I'm open to doing it. Definitely go check out my TikTok. I've been making videos on there every single weekday. And I hope you guys have a good one. So enjoy.